Alright, everything is set. I will see what's going on after this match. Digital Cat versus Psycho Chronic. The names might be switched. I will have to switch the names after this. Okay, if I click out, then it's not going to show the video. I don't want to mess up the stream for you guys. It's Mahvelous means, ladies and gentlemen. We had 12,000 views on Arturo's channel. That's pretty impressive.
I'm not ready.
Alright, let's get started. We have top tier madness right now. Zero and Dante versus Jeddah and Rocket. Jeddah, actually, Rocket's top tier, Jeddah is not, but all the same, I need to check Lay's tier list. I know Rocket is as prominent as he used to be, but Jeddah Rocket Raccoon did win some majors early on in Mambo's lifetime. Thank you, Sonic Bob, for showing off what the little rodent could do once he had a partner. As always, Jeddah plays appreciated. For now, though, Digital Cat is just going crazy right now. It's not often that I see grounded Devil Trigger freeze combos like that. And he's being taken for the ride. Alright, there we go. Rocket is in. He's going to try and stem some of this bleeding that's been going on right now. Jeddah has to really rest for a bit. He's going to have to be Rocket for a little while. Otherwise, Jeddah's going to be... Well, oh, that's nice! He landed a trap! So momentum is shifting up until that big dive happened. But good job to Psycho Chronic for evading that. Sadly, it was all for naught. Watch your back, and Active Switch is coming your way like a Brazilian 10. Nice. We get both installs this time. We have the Zero install, we have the Dante install, and right now Rocket is getting uninstalled. Here comes Jeddah, blocking the box. You're going to have to. You could probably kill, there you go. I'm pretty sure that Zero is going to be taken down for now. It won't be for long, but at least it puts a stop to the momentum, at least briefly. There's a Soulstorm coming. Let's see what the trap's going to be when they come in. Oh no! Okay. Did he recover in time? I think he did. No, he did not. That's unfortunate. Nice, bring it back down. And because of that, that caused that float state to allow Zero to pick things back up. I do love me some cross-assault combos, and right now this is looking like the one that seals Jeddah's doom, at least for this game. Game 1 goes to Digital Cat. Seems to be a bit laggy, but at the same time, this is someone playing in Canada. I don't know where Digital Cat is from, but I will assume Digital Cat is Latin American. All the same, though, it's rollback, and it's still pretty impressive that we're able to have it even this cohesive. The Geoboss match. Look forward to seeing what the results of that is, and then we'll get to the match after this. Nice, good air pursuit. Already Jeddah is at half health. The good news is red health is pretty recoverable in this game, as long as your partner can get a long enough combo. See, that's one good thing about combos being fairly lengthy in this game. It gives your partner time to heal, as well as peel away the health of your opponent. Here comes Rocket. Jeddah is out of there, and he's out. Oh, not quite entirely out safely. He had birthday towards the end, but nothing really major. Probably because the blast got gold collected in his face. That was nice. She's a little DP there. And here comes Dante. Jeddah tried to swing at him, only to get nunchucks in the face. This is likely the end of Jeddah. The scaling is really starting to hit. He could potentially fall out here. Yeah, he fell out. Good. All right. He's locked the box now. He's got to get one solid mix. Time is running out. He won't get it. Pizza cutter into a big cut to the face. Blasting all those sword key waves at him. Okay, Gold Reflect stops momentum. So using Zero's powers against him by using it to hit his partner. What I really like about Digital Cat is he's also using a surge in the way out to ensure that he has enough for a Soulstorm. If for some reason Dante's taken out here, this is a very painful combo. And he's going to burn it. That's smart. Bring it for level 3. Not using case of insurance ball. Use that case of finish the job. That's that high level play from Digital Cat and Zero Dante. People were asking, where's Zero? Where's Zero in the last Mahvelous meetings? Well, here he is. And he is making a strong statement. And after this set, I will change the rules of the lobby so that both players remain. I know it's kind of annoying to have things shift back to Io Skyla. I gotta remember the pronunciation. Sorry, I listened too much English. So, Io is a character in Saint Seiya. He's part of the Marinas. I only hear it in English. The sea animal, Skya, is not really a common term. Skyla, maybe. Because if it's llama, then Skyla should work too, because that's it's a hard L. And speaking of L's, Jeddah is already in trouble. This is looking a lot like the second game. Bring that down. That's a mix coming. Oh no, he interrupted it. That's smart. I thought there was going to be some kind of mix with Dante coming over his head. But instead, Jeddah threw out those big hands, and it worked. Zero's in big trouble. Wow. Things seem to be firmly in Cat's favor, but that one slap to the face completely turned the tide. And this time, Sakurai was waiting for him. Look at this. Life is melting away. Ah, he missed the swipe. No worries. Here comes another mix. He got it again. This has been Psycho Chronic's big turnaround right now. And then that happened. So he might... Oh, he did fall out. Chronic takes so lucky. Raw launcher. All right, someone's dying. Someone has to die here. It's going to be Zero. And Dante might not be far behind. He's going to land on those bullets. Keep things going. Unreal indeed. Look, block him in. This is smart, because now he can't Soulstorm out. Uh-oh. He got him. Oh, no! Maybe not. Yeah, delay the inevitable. Good stuff. Psycho Chronic's on the board. He made all the right adjustments.
You shall live on as part of me.
Throwing out some hands made things happen in a big way. Just seemed like a desperate swipe at first, but because Zero and Dante are low health characters, every hit counts, and it counts in a big way. You saw the life melt away.
Ready. Fight.
Nice. Okay, he's doing the short hop combos. That's actually pretty sick. And he is already going to burn his bar. I was unsure when he landed there what was going to happen, but yeah. Digital Cat is playing a bit more patient now, just waiting to find that spot to Pizza Cutter. He slowed down neutral so that he could kind of get Chronic complacent a bit. So just smash the ground. Brett and Jeddah once again deciding to cut some pizza of their own. Beware, there are sharp objects in this house. Digital Cat. Yeah, there you go. Get Zero out of there. Oh, he didn't finish it again. He's been... No, you missed that full happy birthday. I was thinking that'd be the end of Zero for sure. Because he got happy birthday, you couldn't really counter switch out of that. And when he landed on the trap, but because he used the invincible bust out, it didn't bother him whatsoever. This is the high level stuff, ladies and gentlemen. He landed on it, blocked, and then just went for the bust out. And it took down Rocket's guard. It's working. And he's gonna have to. Good news is Zero is low on health, so one solid hit should do it. But too far away. Perfect spacing from Jeddah. And now he's gonna try to mix in Dante, and he gets it. Oh no, he ran. Oh no, he's got level 3. He can go for an Ender if he wants. No worries though, because now you've got the Soulstorm burning. Zero is back. And this is what happened in game 1, the cross assault combos, the dual team attack stuff. But if you do that, now you're vulnerable to rain coming. Oh, okay, I'm thinking maybe he's gonna try for the super rain and catch Jeddah, where he couldn't really do anything because he was stuck in the super animation. And that should be the end. Digital Cat moves forward 3-1, and Psycho Chronic will be trying to avenge this defeat in loser's bracket. And we'll see if we can get a run back.
Jackpot! I win again.
Wonderful stuff. I'm going to update the score right now. Okie dokie. I don't think Jaco is in my Discord. I haven't looked at the stream yet. Okie dokie. Let me go back to my Discord.
Team will be left standing.
Got a cap mirror. That's interesting. Not surprising though. Captain America seems popular around these parts. I saw Cap really prominently at the last Mahvelous meeting, so Maybe he's Captain Latin America.
There's hope. Ready.
And speaking of Cap, we have a Carol player. So I've been seeing Captain Marvel make waves across Twitter. She has got some pretty serious potential. Perhaps we'll see it realized today at Mahvelous meetings here at Psycho Blue 9 on Twitch and later on YouTube, NYCFurby. Thank you, Arturo Sanchez, for everything you do for the Marvel vs. Capcom community, no matter which Marvel game it is. Alright, so I don't know too much about Carol. She is not a common character. I know that when she has binary powers, her beams gain more priority, and that could be really useful against the Seal Slash. Nice. Blitz blow into Power Stone, that's smart. So now anytime you hit a Blitz blow, it will guarantee combo no matter the angle or where you are on the screen. That optimizes your follow-ups, because that is probably Carol's best move. Now she can also combo those without a stone. I should note that. But the timing can be finicky. Now I don't even have to think about. Just, I'm gonna do the Blitz blow, and even if I miss, I'll still be at an angle where maybe they're gonna try and whip punish me, only to have a blast to the face. Is Ring Out for the Cat? Oh, flipping behind! Where are you looking? My face is here, my friend. Where are you looking? You turned around only to just get barreled in on by a raw active switch. Infinity Cap takes first blood and is up 1-0.
The past is not important. Only the future.
Tap to the infinity indeed. Captain Marvel, Captain Latin America. It's the way things go. Okay, Infinity Cap is up 1-0. Let's see how Nero responds. That was sick though. Using the flip to throw off Winter Soldier, that was actually pretty hype. Going for it, and a little bit too. Oh, there we go. Top it earlier. So yeah, the Blitz blow, you can angle that whichever way you please. So no matter where they're going, you can just point and click and make things happen, just as Infinity Cap did there. I am loving this Captain Marvel right now. We have had a severe lack of Carol in general here on Mahvelous meetings since I started doing this in 2018. So this is really entertaining right now. Ooh, she slid, and she tried to get away. That was smart. You saw she went backwards just to avoid an active switch that she knew was coming, just based on the fact that she whipped completely coming in. Couldn't get away all the way, but the consequences weren't nearly as dire as they could have been. Uh-oh. Yeah, Carol's going for the ride right now. Smackdown and going for super. Winter Soldier is going to make this happen. Look at all the meter that Nero built as well. This is smart. Now I have some armor to avoid those blasts from the shotgun. Well, the machine gun, I should say. It's an assault rifle. Sorry, my firearm lingo is not quite what it used to be. Either way, it makes no difference, because now it's going to be Captain Marvel all on her lonesome, trying to make this happen. She's got the damage for it, but can she evade both these characters enough to even the score? The good news is if you can take out Winter Soldier, Captain America for sure down. There's that still stuff I was talking about. Oh, you missed it! So she canceled way too early. She wanted to do the flash and then get the storm, but because she did it before the flash activated, that's what happened. Mix? No mix for you. Just get a power surge to the face. Nero ties it at 1.
I've learned to live with my guilt. That's what pushes me to be better.
Ready.
All right. So Captain Latin America is going to try facing Punisher Captain America, and we'll see how it works out. Okay. looks like I mentioned earlier about that shield slash and the frisbee. The reason why the photon absorber is going to be helpful there, or rather not the photon absorber, the binary install, is you can just use the beam to not only cancel out that move, but beat it completely. This is actually really smart of Infinity Cap to have that binary install, because typically people ignore it because their regular combos are good enough as is. In fact, some people call it a debuff because it can affect her combo scaling in a negative way. But as a tool in this particular matchup, it's not the worst idea to have. A raw shield slash active switching Winter Soldier. Alright, there we go again. She's using that particular photon absorber to beat the assault rifle. We have an update. Looks like Picasso has beaten Giovas in round 1, and I will update the bracket when this set is done. Again, if I click out of this particular window in the Windows version, it will make the screen zoom out so you can't see the match. And speaking of seeing the match, it looked like Infinity has to be seeing stars. Once again, it's up to Carol to try and turn this around. And for those who have never seen it before, that is unique to Winter Soldier and Captain America. If Captain America is Soldier's partner, that is level 3 animation you get. Sadly, it's the only level 3 in the game with such a peculiarity. I imagine this game continuing getting updated, we would see more characters do that, but alas. Yeah, that stinks. Big punish. Oh no, you dropped it, okay. No worries, you just ran right into her face and big punch again. This is... Oh, he fell out again! Yeah, just make sure that Cap gets at least something on the way out. Yeah, that's smart. So again, she is trying to get the armor she needs to blast through the assault rifle. Sadly, Captain is waiting for a big DP, and Nero is up 2-1.
For people, for justice, I will fight. Ready. Fight. Shield slash. Shield slash. Over here. Shield slash.
All right, the bracket's updated. Back to the show. Infinity Cap is facing a trip to losers bracket if this doesn't turn around. I was getting excited to see Captain Marvel on stream at last, since she is a rarity here at Mahvelous meetings. But yeah, it's got to be now. Good news is, what I have seen of this Captain Marvel so far has been stellar. And you saw that a lot of that was armor. The damage got significantly reduced on the way out. That's because she used the photon absorber to take some of the sting off of whatever fall they're trying to get when she was trying to leave. That being said, she has the ability for some solo comebacks, but I think it's, well, in any situation, she's better off having a partner to help cover off any holes in her game. In this situation, she had access to the face. There was no armor to really lessen that sting, so my goodness, that hurt. And Infinity Cap is trying to find an opening. Sadly, the bullets don't stun long enough by themselves to really make Winter Soldier. Oh, a surge for you and a surge for you. Okay. Carol's feeling generous right now. Surges for everyone. You get a surge and you get a surge. Everyone gets a surge. And Nero, charitable as he is saying you get a surge too. 'Tis the season of giving. After all, it's November next month. That's Thanksgiving here in the US of A. And right now, it looks like Nero is thankful for those shots. After all, it is flu and COVID season. Gotta get your shots. Take 2 and call me in the morning, says Punisher Captain America. And it's going to be up to Captain Latin America to finish all on his lonesome. It's going to be rough. Okay, he dashed in and again. Ate that active switch to the face. That should be the conclusion of this set. Nero moves forward 3-1.
Spectacular.
I've learned to live with my guilt. That's what pushes me to be better.
Okie dokie. Now that we have done that, has Jacob...
Limits.
At last we have begun. Nero versus Bagarna. Let's see what happens. Bagarna, a competitor at a previous Mahvelous meetings, the first Mahvelous meetings I ever ran using the Windows 10 platform. Let's see who comes out on top. Bagarna going to be running Captain America, Winter Soldier, Power Stone, and Bagarna... I forget who Bagarna runs. Find out in a moment. I wasn't paying attention to his tag, who he had in his little...
You're gonna need more.
That's what I thought. Dante Dormammu. We have top tier nonsense going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. That is the team that won EVO 2018 in a thriller, Cyber Japan agent, making things happen against all of us American weirdos. But now it's time for Latin America. North America, Dante Dormammu might have cut at EVO. Let's see if Latin America, Dante Dormammu, can make things happen once again, because Quebec also played Dante Dormammu in the last Mahvelous meetings. It would be something if two different Dante Dormammus managed to take Mahvelous meetings 2 in a row with 2 different players. Seems like that is off to a good start. Look at the hit count. 260 plus hits. 275 is going to hit 300, and that's the end. That's the end! What a way to enter Mahvelous meetings. Bagarna off to a fantastic start. Unfathomable 328 hits.
What would you like me to burn next?
Happy birthday to you. So the difficulty there, he was using not just the unique ways of keeping people in stun, but the fact that when a partner is outgoing because of how long they stay on the screen, the hits can really pile up, and attempts to save that partner could be fatal.
Ready. Fight.
Coming out the rain. All right, this time he caught something. It's not going to be as lopsided as it was before. This is a much better start for Nero. Yeah, about to say, the juggle points for these guys simply run out around half-life. The good news is Dante has such low health that every hit is going to count. You just have to watch your life bar. So this is not so much the number of hits that cause stun deterioration, but the damage you're doing. Typically around 5,000 damage is when you start thinking about your enders. This has been a complete turn of events. Nero is killing it right now. After getting hit with unfathomable 328 hits, Nero has already... Oh, you missed it! That stinks. Winter Soldier just nearly got away, and he came in to save the day. And sadly, he dropped the stun, and he got the gold reflex. Stop momentum right in its tracks. Bagarna trying to get a 2-0 lead now. Things looking dire, but turnabout is fair play. Only fair and proper. Oh, missed the dive kick. So because there is a space surge, they're not going to be worrying about whiffing into power surge. Sadly, Nero has a power surge on his end, so Dante is really hurt right now. Dormammu getting the most out of this box, and he's gonna, oh, he gets a hard knock and go for another mix, and he gets it, but not quite enough time to get the level 3. Going for the stalking flare, gets it. Happy birthday once again. My goodness, look at all these gifts. These are no half-price gift cards. I mean, I'm giving you like a house, I'm giving you a couch, I'm giving you all kinds of birthday presents. Things were dominantly so in Nero's favor, and that has come to an end, because now Bagarna has Nero on the ropes. And that is the end of Captain America. That has to be heartbreaking for Nero. He had a fantastic start. I was thinking it was perfect on Bagarna, but alas, the good news is this should definitely take out Dormammu. And there is going to be some kind of fix incoming.
Unyielding justice.
You've done enough.
Captain America is back from the grave to get that level 3.
Leave me alone.
Smart. So he's popping that storm just so Dante can't pop his. This time, he finished the job. It looked dire, but it's not who gets the most hits. It's not even gets the first hit. It's who gets the last hit. And Nero saves himself from squandering a dominating lead at the start of that game to tie it at 1.
I've learned to live with my guilt. That's what pushes me to be
Yeah,
better.
someone said in the chat, that one drop earlier almost cost him the match, but he was able to pull through. As I said, it's not about who gets the first hit, not about who gets the most hits, it's about who gets the last hit. Good stuff, Nero. Taking a breath and finishing the job.
I'll teach you what it means to be a super soldier.
I'll make the first move, if you won't.
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fight.
Alright, going for the rip, and got the very end of that stun. So this is, yeah, I figured. It's going to be a battle of who can get their partner in off those 3 projectiles. Lots of armor there. He was likely hoping that Carpet would not have recovered in time to knock him in the face. Sadly, Dormammu did. And this could be a quick end to Winter Soldier. Bucky might be going back to the grave. And he is. Maybe. Alright, let's play some James Chen. Is it going to kill? It is not. He's alive, Jim. Yeah, this is tight. This is a tight combo. Okay, he got the right one. I was unsure because they were right on top of each other who was going to get hit there because the super only activates if it hits the point character. Thankfully, it hit the point character first, so it wasn't a waste of time. Yeah, in Cross Tekken, as I said before, in Cross Tekken, if you do cutscene supers, it'll hit whoever it hits, point or not. In Infinite, those cutscene supers will only work on a point character. Alright, one more trap. He's got a little bit less than half bar. He got it. And he fell out. No worries, though. He's going to freeze him a bit and doesn't get enough to get level 3. But there is enough for a level 3, which he's going to get, and he's likely going to take this guy out. That's it. Bagarna is up 2-1.
Still want to fight? Impressive.
Jackpot! I win again.
As long as there's hope, I won't lose.
You're gonna need more than a shield to take me.
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fight.
Maybe. Okay, good throw. And gets a little bit of a follow-up. Not much, but it does Winter Soldier paralyze in place. Dante avoids the frisbee, avoiding the shield slash, and ducks under to avoid the power surge. Nero desperately wants Dante to let his guard down once. Good news is Dormammu did instead, and he's building all the way to the corner. He misses the follow-up, though. Fell out, and here comes Captain America swinging and gets them. Oh, okay. He's got enough to bring in Winter Soldier and catch. Oh, no, he fell out. That was a big stun, too, that he dropped out. That was an opportunity that sadly got squandered. And given how close Game 2 went, I don't know if he can afford losing this momentum like that. Because now, Bagarna is on set point. I was unsure there, but the armor apparently only hits the front. Big birthday present once again for Dante and Dormammu. Man, these two are spoiled brats for all these birthdays. Raw launcher got a DP as well. I was unsure there, but looks like he got the launcher and then DP'd after it. Probably trying to buffer and got an extra button on top of it. Either way, it worked only for a moment. Because once again, the birthday gifts are quite prevalent. And the worst part is it is burning through the power storm as well. So he is wasting his big shift. And the only shift is going to be happening is going from living to dead. Because Bagarna has moved forward 3-1.
What would you like me to burn next?
Alrighty. I'm going to do one more check for Jaco and see if he is here. And if not, we will move forward without him.
Guys, I get it. But getting beaten.
Ready.
Spider-Man Chun Li versus Captain America. A lot of Captain Americas in this turn. I think this is our third one so far. Captain America is the wave. This might be a mostly Latin American tournament with at least one confirmed Canadian, but clearly our big red, white, and blue. He's definitely not a blight on my eyes, that's for sure. Our big red, white, and blue hero is a popular choice south of the border. Meanwhile, we got Spider-Man Chun Li. And Chun Li is going crazy with those up kicks again. I said in the last tournament, those up kicks were quite the thing to deal with early on in the Infinite days, and it seems to be a thing to deal with right now as well. And what I really like about that is that kept the corner. And look at all the meter it built as well. Spider-Man to make things happen. That stun, pushing him out to kind of get that shudder effect to keep things going, longer than you would expect. That Kokosho has that effect as well as some other supers. And he's gonna, yeah, he's popping. He just wants to be level 3. He is gonna get it, and this actually might do the trick. Norman Osborn make a cameo, and kaboom, it does do the trick. He is dead, Jim, and he's not getting back up. Or I should say he wouldn't get back up, not for that Soul Storm. This is a Soul Stone mirror, so usually someone get KO'd, it probably be for long. Does that work? Yes, it did. Happy birthday to you. And the birthday just keeps on coming. Someone's getting hit. Captain America is down for the count. That's going to end the storm as well. Ghost Rider in big trouble. Zipping in. Is there a mix coming? No mix for you, but an instant overhead with the lightning legs. That does work. And Skyla EO is up 1-0.
There's more to fighting than brute strength.
We have an update. Psychochronic lost to Geovos 3-2. Good to see you, Brett. Hope to see you next time as well. I appreciate you coming by, Brett, for sure.
Introducing the Web War.
Ready.
Skyla EO
Fight.
going to the Doc Ock Spider-Man costume, which is probably my favorite costume that he has in this game. I usually use the Spider-Gwen colors, though. The silver, purple, and black. Either way, it is neat to see Superior Spider-Man represented in a fighting game. Ah, no, nothing for you. I don't see that super used often, but every time I do see it, I appreciate it. As you can see, it does have some bust-out factor. It might not be as popular bust-out as Nemesis Big Swings, but as you saw, it definitely had invincibility on startup. Both Chun Li and Spider-Man have some pretty good bust-out supers, and that's going to play a big factor. So, when you push block, you ensure that they're still in recovery from whatever hit they were doing to you in the middle of that block string. And that's simply how punishes go for moves that can just power through other people's moves like that. I've seen people get push blocked into hazards as well. So push block is very important in Marvel, as is in most Marvel games. But Infinite, just with the way of how tagging works and the way a lot of hazards kind of feel in this game, you'll be seeing a lot in certain matchups. Like Hawkeye benefits a lot from push block because that means they can push into hazards and they might leave like bombs or the laser arrow and things like that. And Chun Li had no choice but to stay in the air. That bike is fully armored. And, oh, okay, he flew back into Spider-Man, but Spider-Man had too much pushback on his own end to really get the full follow-up. Oh, that lingered a long time. That Frisbee just slowly coming on the back of Chun Li's head and still knocked her down like a thistle in the wind. Nice. Good job waiting your turn there. Spider was there to make something happen, not too much. Oh no! Still happy birthday thanks to the big hitbox of that fiery tornado. And that's another birthday present. This time it is addressed to Ghost Rider and Captain America. Someone's going down. Chun Li is down, Spider must be down too. Or not.
Can't fail now.
And Chun Li is back up and has more life than the person revived. Go figure. Power through. Got it. No, or not! I thought Heaven's ability and it kind of lingered there, but the invincibility of the Shoryu Reppa lasted a little bit longer. Hyperstars and Stripes saves the day. I thought for sure Spider-Man had the effect there, but sadly invincibility didn't linger quite as long as he was expecting. Road and Rob ties it at 1.
For people, for justice, I will fight.
Anyone else getting a sense?
Ready. Fight.
I want to direct traffic with Nero's match, but I'm sure someone in the chat will do so in a moment. Anyone in the voice chat who's off the Discord or the Twitch chat, should say, please let Nero know that he needs to face Geovos off stream. Thank you. Nice. So Captain America gets away, and Spider-Man's going to try swooping in, but watch out for that down heavy. That's down heavy punch this game. I know in Marvel 3 it's a different command, but because this game is light punch, heavy punch, like a heavy kick like Marvel 2, rather than LMHS like Marvel 3, a lot of buttons changed across the board. Some of them are now command normals as well. The other thing I like about this game, the shift to moves that existed in one game as a different command are now command normals, so you can add new moves on top of it. Some people have entirely new normals now, thanks to the shift in mechanics. Good job evading. And Spider-Man, okay, I'm about to say Spider-Man needs to notice that Ghost Rider is favoring that super jump a lot. Alright, be careful. I'm about to say there's a bust up coming, but it's not even necessary. Whipping and then a big active switch to both their faces, ensuring it's going to go on a little bit longer. Spider-Man managed to block it. Chun Li was not so fortunate. And using that to nullify the super. So all the storms on startup are invincible for a short while. And early on in Infinite's timeline, you saw people just swing at someone after they busted out and not get anything, which allowed for easy punishes. In this situation, you use that to nullify the super and how fast it is. Ghost Rider was too low to really get the full fall that he wanted, and it's going to cost him dearly. Skyla still has a Soul Storm. It's being burned right now for the pop level 3, not even risking any kind of fallout. Yeah, just bring Spider-Man back in and got something. Oh, or not! Too little stun. Ghost Rider still blocked. That was a hard thing to block. He caught them both. He caught them both. He waited his turn saying he's going to try something now. Pop the fiery tornado, and Chun Li is not quite down. It's going to be soon, though. Because he has that move. Chun Li tried doing up kicks, but Ghost Rider was waiting for her. Rob is now up 2-1. He will be in winner's finals with one more win. Let's see what Skyla has to say about that.
Ready. Fight.
Nice. Good stuff. Smart. So even if the web tip missed in terms of where the web hit, with the way Spider-Man glided towards Ghost Rider, was still enough to kind of catch Ghost Rider sleeping, and caught in the mix of an unseeable cross-up. Well, an over in this case. It was in the corner. But yeah, it's hard to see with all the beam cluttering up your vision. So that was pretty smart of Spider-Man Chun Li to try that. Go for those instant overhead, high-low mix-ups. And this is also Marco to keep the corner. I do love seeing some EX spinning bird kick combos. Chun Li is making things happen in a big way. Going, oh, you tried to side switch, but Cap was waiting for you with a big DP to the face. Gonna go for another Tosho. And thanks to the extended stun at the last hit, oh, you caught something. Yes, you did. You caught Spider-Man. The itsy bitsy spider just got hit by a frisbee. And now you're gonna be washed down the fire spout. Or not. No super. I was thinking it'd be some kind of ender, but maybe too far away. He got caught swinging.
This webbing's custom made.
Chun Li is gonna come in with a lot of health.
Sorry, trade secret.
Oh, yeah, about to say. Keeping Spider-Man in is a good idea. Good DP from Cap, and locking the mix, you're gonna catch someone. Or not. Popping the storm, keep yourself invincible. Chun Li's in big trouble. She's losing a lot of health. Spider-Man is tempted to come save her, but yeah, it's not smart. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, that seemed like a bait, and it worked. Rob is gonna try and finish this off. There is enough for a storm. Chun Li has the life lead in the situation. She's trying to build a bit more so Spider-Man isn't down at Magic Pixel when he revives. Alright, in this case, now gonna finish the job. He senses it. Road Rob senses that this is going to be the conclusion. And she can't stay up there forever. She's there for a long time, but not quite forever. She's gonna try to go for a chip out, and you're gonna get it. You got it. Or you got to throw. So that was an unbelievable situation. Rob just throwing Chun Li and getting the KO. Rob moves forward 3-1 to winners finals. And I'm gonna see what's going on with the bracket because many of these players don't speak English. So I have to navigate things a bit more in the Discord compared to here in the voice chat. Nice to see Picasso and that ex-Ultron team back here at Mahvelous Meetings. And I see you, Bananas. Let's go, Picasso. Come over here and make me a masterpiece, would you, Picasso? Because I really want to see you get the prize for not only the most artistic Marvel player here at Mahvelous Meetings, but also the most dominant. I would love to see X take home a Mahvelous Meetings crown. Ultron's done a couple of times whenever Tyson shows up with his Ultron Gamora team. But X would be something. I remember a lot of people were upset about X's presentation, Marvel Infinite. I would love to show some people in the NBA Discord who did not believe in the power of X in Marvel's Capcom Infinite, show him, hey look, they're beating up this Dante Dormammu team. So don't be telling me who's unbalanced and who's getting nerfed just because Capcom has an agenda against the Mega Man franchise. We have begun. Picasso is putting the work to... Oh, happy birthday. I didn't realize because Dormammu is so big, I didn't see Dante getting smacked behind him. We got the mix. I don't see that move very often, just brawl like that. There's a standoff there, so Dormammu only got a quick jab as he was thrown to the ground. And now it's Dante's turn. Yeah, you're going to have to do that counter switch. Someone is going down. Don't drop this. Make sure, there you go, make sure Dormammu is not getting back up. Bagarna is going to have to probably put a storm in, but he can't unless he gets out the corner. He might not have a chance to. This could be the end of Dante. Dante must meet his demise, says X, and meet his demise he shall. That was a quick first game. Not quite a perfect, but we'll count it. Up 1-0.
We can change the future.
And Jacob Man told me he was at the gym and forgot about this. Hey, getting swole is a good excuse to miss Mahvelous Meetings. That one we will definitely count as we got too caught up in the grind. So Jacob Man, I'll see you next time. You know what? Why not? But I do miss Jacob Man's Nemesis and Ryu. I would love to see either Ghost Rider Ryu or Ghost Rider Nemesis win a Mahvelous Meetings. Imagine just how crazy it would be if Ryu won on a video that could potentially be on Arturo's channel. Then everyone would be realizing just how balanced Marvel's Capcom Infinite is, despite the game being as inherently crazy as it is. Wouldn't that be something? Anyway, Picasso is making things happen. It might be X's turn to shine. X has also been looking for his first Marvelous Beings victory. And what a victory it would be should it happen. Alrighty, I see you. X said I saw that coming and just command dash out of the way of that big helm splitter. There's be some chip out coming. Yeah. Oh, no! Dormammu got away. That's unfortunate. I was thinking, just because of the range that Ultron commands, you can maybe blast Dormammu the way out. Sadly, no such luck, and now it's Ultron's turn. Just getting hit from behind by the active switch after getting kind of fooled there by the rain of bullets. Yeah, no stun there, not with that one. Good air throw. And no follow-up, just getting out of there. We're going to try and bring an X. Thing is, even if you tag an X all the way out there, you have to ensure that Ultron is out of harm's way, so he doesn't get blasted on the way out. There's a long period between when a partner comes in and when the partner comes out. Long period. You can't just tag all the way out there and expect that to be a good call like across second. That was a charge blast and a big blast. Yeah, that time he's down. He made sure he made the most of that. Once again, who's locked in the box? Am I locked in with you, or are you locked in with me, says Ultron. I am not impressed by your organic ways, even if you are a demon. Demon, human, you're all the same to Ultron and his vendetta against flesh, like the Hellraiser movies. Got the blast, and narrowly tagging X, but no follow-up. The trigger has run dry. Sadly, could not get a blast before the ice ran out. Coming out the rain, but no follow-up again. All right, this time a low overhead has opened up Dante, and this should take him out. Picasso is now up 2-0 here in winter semifinals.
Spectacular!
As long as there's hope, we can change the future.
I know, right? That was super low to the ground. That KOF hop air dash into a button. And yes, for those who are watching Infinite for the first time in a long time and didn't really play the game, yes, there are KOF
If there was some way to avoid this fight, I would have done it.
Demon? Is this a sensor malfunction?
X versus
Who will come out
Zero.
on top? Ready.
So, he's obviously not nearly as big a target as Dormammu, but he's also a glass can. Oh, okay. Swooping all the way behind, but X saw it coming. That's a long way to wave dash. It seems to be working out so far. X hasn't really had a chance to get a nice clean hit on Zero. Zero, on the other hand, comes out Pizza Cutter and turns the tide in a big way. Okay, so, yeah, that makes sense. Someone in the chat is saying, because he actually did switch characters, that would explain why I went back to the lobby, because you usually have to manually select, not going back to lobby in spectator mode when you set the rules of the lobby, but because I switched characters, it would go back to character select otherwise, or go back to the lobby when doing character select. So yes, that does explain much. He switched characters to Zero, and Zero's been working out so far. Sadly, a raw launcher, nobody home. He has to burn a counter switch, so Dante's not in trouble. Oh no! Didn't get the angle he wanted to get that smackdown. And someone's getting hit. It is Dante. He tried to swing at X, but Ultra's already waiting for him. Dive kick, and here goes their Pizza Cutter. Unfortunately, Pizza Cutter missed, and this could pay off big dividends for Picasso. Got the charge, got at least Zero. It won't make a difference though. There is a Soul Storm coming. Zero is back up. It's a lot of mechanical parts to chop through. That's a lot of meat to chop through, but X is a robot, so he does not have any meat on him whatsoever. Trying to swoop down. The storm is running low, so the threat is diminishing little by little. Threat is gone. Ultron just needs to get one solid hit on Dante, and that's going to do it. So that's smart. What he can do now is... No! I was thinking to go for something else, but I forgot to have any meter to convert. I was thinking to go for like a super or something, but yeah, no meter. He managed to catch Dante at the very end, though, and Zero is... Dante was all on his own now. Level 3. It caught Ultron a little bit, but most of the hits were eaten by X, who was just blocking. Again with the KOF hop into the overhead with the air dash. KOF air dashing, ladies and gentlemen, has sealed the deal. Picasso moves forward 3-0. Let's see what's going on in the losers bracket, because winners finals would be up next otherwise.
Let's do this.
You're gonna need more than a shield to take me.
Ready. Fight.
Okie dokie. I am happy we are seeing Captain Marvel again. See, this is the thing about this particular community. Look, it's global. It might not look like it because the rollback is so gosh darn good, but this is a Latin American tournament, which means some people no habla English. And sadly, that also means they might not be in my Discord. I'm trying to recruit people from the Facebook group to bring them to Discord for better organization, but we're still figuring this out. And either way, we are making things happen. Infinity Cap and Bogar, both of whom are very much English second, potentially third language, if not fourth. They're here. We've made it happen. The language of video games, once again, prevails over all. What a wonderful world we live in. All these different languages, all these different nationalities. Marvel Infinite worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mahvelous Meetings. And I hope you're enjoying the show thus far. Good stuff. Got some... Uh-oh. Skedaddle, Skedoodle, you're not controlling neutral, not from there. That dead heavy kick only works if you're a little bit closer, my friend. Yeah, I see someone talking about why training stage only, because despite how far we have come, both technology and in netcode, training stage is typically the most ideal stage to play online, because that tends to not clutter up the connections. I'm sure everyone knows the struggle of playing the Capcom Pro Tour and the training stage Street Fighter V. The same rules pretty much apply here as well. Got it. First blood goes to Bagarna. I was going to call him Bogar. No relation to Terry or Andy, mind you. That's Bogard with a D. This is Bogarna.
Jackpot! I win again.
All right. Bagarna is right now up on Infinity Cap 1-0.
These guys will never know what we think.
I'll make the first move. You won't.
Who will come out on top? Ready. Fight.
I just saw a whole bunch of alerts on my phone. Apparently people are mad the Eagles are getting smacked right now. But, I mean, the Eagles kind of sold their soul for that one Super Bowl win they got a couple of years ago, and they have not really good since then. So I'm not shocked whatsoever the Eagles are sticking up the joint. That being said, no one really talk about it. I am a Vikings fan, and they have been disappointing me in a different way. See, pick your poison. Either you stink and lose by a lot, or you lose by 1 point every single week and gradually watch your sanity chip away. That is my story as a Vikings fan. That being said, it seems like Yeah, it seems like Bagarna is gradually being chipped away himself. I don't think either Cap or Carol are particularly big Vikings fans. They seem more like Patsy's fans. And given how the Patsies are these days, in the post-Brady era, I don't blame them if they'd rather be here facing against this supernatural terror team of Dante Dormammu. Probably preferable to watching the Patriots disappoint you every week. Uh-oh. There you go. Got the dark hole, but went into a flame carpet. And there is the big assembly line. This time you're into destruction, not construction. Dante, very much part of the demolition crew that is Dante Dormammu. Bagarna has put the ice on Captain America. And you got that stun put in place thanks to the sword dance. However, Captain America managed to catch some gift cards, got a little birthday present right there. Still blocking, still blocking. That was pretty impressive. That's a hard thing to block. That was a low angle overhead that Marvel put on Dorm just now. There's that rain. I've told stories about that particular move Dante has, the down rain. I remember driving back from the first Infinite tournament, I think the week after or 2 weeks after the game came out, and the drive back from that event was quiet for a solid hour until I turned to the guy who was playing that tournament and says, hey, about that rain. And then my friend, typically very calm and placid, just went off of how much he hated that move. Captain America might have similar sentiments because now he's being sent to the Shadow Realm. And Carol has to solve this all on her lonesome. Instead, she gets little drops in the face. As I said, Dante has all sorts of little things to fall on your head that really ruin your day. There's definitely not much singing in this kind of rain that Dante brings. Someone said in the chat, I think American sports fans are extreme. They remember European. Yeah, you footy guys, whether it be football or football, the fan bases have very similar temperaments. And by that I mean they rage harder than the Hulk. Bagarna's up 2-0. And while we're talking about sports, as we get this, what could be the clinching game underway, shouts to Tony Khan, happy birthday to you. Your football managing skills might stink, as are your football managing skills, but at least your wrestling promotion is pretty good. So shouts to you. Just give your Jaguars and your Fulham franchise to somebody else and just stick to your wrestlers. You seem pretty good about that. Your football and football is very much the opposite way. Alright, Captain Marvel is powering through, things have the absorber, and using blitz blows to try to push through whatever Dante and Dorm was throwing at her. Sadly, they recover in time, and good blocks. There's a really good block from Bagarna right now. Big stinger, and flipping over, he caught, I'm not saying combat, that was really ambiguous. That backflip, I wouldn't have blocked that. That seemed really quick of a haywire kind of reaction to go from front to back thanks to the backflip. I'm reading some salty football fan stories. I'll look at that after this game. I appreciate you guys. This is a good way to spend this Sunday. Playing some Marvel and talking some sports. And right now, Captain Marvel is making sport of Dante Dormammu. Big blast, and you're gonna get all that damage. Yes, you want it. Oh, he fell out. No. I was thinking kind of smackdown, maybe with like the down heavy kick in the air. Sadly, no such luck. And Dante kind of just teabagged there, waiting for Carol to do something, just kind of leaning down like, hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Did nothing, only to delay the inevitable. Captain Marvel is down for the count, and Captain America flips out of harm's way. And Cap has got some ground to cover. Frisbee's gonna be a big part of it, and okay, did get the Frisbee, but Dante let his guard down and ate a punch in the face. Cap tries the flippy stuff again, this time gets them both. He actually might do this. Captain America coming in and saving the day.
I won't fail.
there's going to be no box for you. You're taking it. You're taking it. Infinity Cap staves off getting swept. Now only down 2-1.
For people, for justice, I will fight.
Yeah, I was thinking Bagarna was about to get the broom, but Cap said put it back in the closet.
These guys will never.
Signs of life from the House of Cap.
You're gonna need more than a shield to take me.
Me and the captains are make it happen, says
Who
Infinity.
will come out on top? Ready. Fight.
That big standoff. And as we're going for it, charging star to hypercharging star, and I got the corner. Here comes Captain Marvel. Yeah, these combos. These combos are insane. I see a notable Captain Marvel player in the chat right now. He knows how crazy Carol gets once she starts those big grab combos. That's not a grab, that's an attack. But she does have a ground bounce, a wall bounce, I should say. And yeah, that can extend the stun quite a bit. The meter build is indeed nutty. And I think Infinity Cap is done giving you guys a show. He wants to take the gold right now. Raw Launcher, though, says, no, it's mine, and you're not getting it, says Dormammu. Raw Launcher and Flame Carpet, the pushback, evading the spell. Powering through the Flame Carpet, 8 some damage, though. This is smart, so still anyone's game right now. And there is the Power Surge, the great equalizer. Not everyone has a good Power Surge follow-up or a good way to reliably follow up from it. But the good news is both Cap and Cap are characters who do get a lot from that surge, just based on the angles they go at and the particular follows they are offered after the wall bounce. See, some characters, when you are picking a stone for your character, think about the tools your character has, not only if you get a surge, but also if you get a storm. Like, some characters benefit more from Reality Storm than Power Storm, and don't get too much off of Power Surge they would get from any other move they have in their arsenal. So something to think about. Same with, oh, you got it. Oh no, he got away. I was thinking you were gonna eat the stinger, but no, Dante jumped out, and yeah, that was a good bait from Bagarna. That was a crazy bait. I would have gone for the level 3 as well because you couldn't really tag anybody in that point. That is really clever from Bagarna, and he might have someone finished off. He got it. He got it! He got the OTG combo. I don't see that often these days. But it's still miraculous that I did. Big dive kick, and Captain America will be joining his teammate in the Netherrealm. Bagarna moves forward through losers quarters and into losers semis 3-1.
What would you like me to burn next?
Thank you for joining us, Infinity Cap. Next up, I want Skyla and Geovas, and I can invite them pretty easily. Was like super fast auto refill. Like, you'd pop it, you're at level 4, just like that. Just go for it. Unlimited supers. Because using supers already burns through the Mindstorm timer. Just have unlimited supers, just go ham with the spam, and you'll have a level 4 on your way out still, and it'll burn through the Mindstorm timer anyway. This is a game where something like that wouldn't be a deal breaker, in my opinion. Alright, Skyla EO, gonna try and make the Marinas proud. Going up against Geovas El Matan here in Losers Quarters. This is the first time I have seen Geovas on stream because he had to make the ride through Losers, but he's here now, he's gonna do the best he can. This is, strangely enough, not even the first Ghost Rider Skyla has faced on stream. So we have lots of Captain Americas and a lot of Ghost Riders. Imagine saying that about Marvel 10 years ago when Ultimate Marvel 3 came out. Ghost Rider was very much an afterthought, and Cap wasn't nearly as popular as he is right now. There are definitely some Cap players, though. I've always enjoyed seeing a few of them. I forget the guy's name, but I've never seen a really good one at a top 8 Evo for Marvel 3. I think in 2015? That was when Adonis was taking bets, and I had already made bet somebody else I didn't know they weren't together. But yeah, it's cool to see Cap and Ghost Rider so popular. Look at this. Making it happen. And got something? Nah, figured not. Way too obvious. I'd be shocked if Ghost Rider was swinging anything at that point. Alright, finally got something. This is very much a necessity for EO to make the most of this. Skyla EO doing those EX bird kick combos, and you're going to try lock in place using that spam. You get the spam. Okay, so that flutter right there, again, that helps Spider-Man with his mix-ups. Knowing when the gap in that particular move is and when to block, that allows Spider-Man to get all sorts of really low to the ground overheads. Like, you saw them just going up, down, up, down, up, down at a really low angle. That was important in turning the tide, because things look to be all Geoboss. Now it is all Skyla. No choice but to bring in Dante, but it's not going to make a difference. Happy birthday is still going on. You're going to pop that storm? You have to. So I was wondering if maybe Sky would pop his, but this, with this life lead, you might as well just hang on to it just in case something goes wrong. There you go, that's what I was looking for. Using that storm pop to burn through whatever raw level 3 Ghost Rider was looking for. Even the grab has to respect that move. Yeah, there was definitely Jacob Man using Ghost Rider in 3, but I mean like back in the game's heyday. I know Jacob Man's still using the day.
All in a day's work for your friendly
I'm not saying Jacob wasn't playing back then, but in terms of like the prominence, you definitely didn't see like 3 Ghost Riders in one top 8 like we are right now. Skyla EO takes first blood, is up 1-0.
Introducing.
Ready. Fight.
Alright, so Ghost Rider busting... Oh, that was actually pretty smart. So, I think Skyla had a feeling a bust that was coming, but having Dante use that teleport cross-up to destroy, knowing that Spider-Man was going to jump backwards, that was actually really clever. That's like pure anime team-up type stuff. That's like the Trust of Universe 7 coming to life right there. And yes, even though I was harsh on Fighter Z when it first came out, that new patch actually pretty high. I've been playing Fighter Z, even just casually again. Shouts to Fighter Z players still getting love, even looked like the game was finished. Those new updates are actually pretty hype, so shout to you guys. Those who are interested in seeing more Fighter Z, you can always check it out on Team Spooky or Bum's channel. There's definitely some renewed love for the game. That's right. I'm seeing a lot more than I had been a few months ago in terms of stream stuff like that. Probably helps that now you don't have to suffer the suspect netcode because offline events are back. Once again, everybody, I am happy to see that offline events are picking up right where they left off. We've had all sorts of wondrous things happen, both online and offline for Marvel. Marvel 3, Marvel 2, Marvel Infinite, as you can see right here. Thank you everyone in the Marvel community for making things happen. And as I've been talking, Skyla has been putting a significant dent in Geoboss's ego right now. Yeah, that Chun combo was ridiculous. The less I say about that, the better, because that situation where the result spoke for itself. Chun Li and Skyla EO are putting on a show right now. Skyla EO is on set point. One more and he is in top 4 loser side.
All in a day's work for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Making the Marinas proud. Good stuff to this Chun Li Spider-Man team. Off to deliver some street justice to the morally ambiguous Dante and Ghost Rider. And by Dante, I mean Dante. Dante seems like a nice guy, but Dante very much seems like a derelict.
Watch out!
Ready. Fight.
Alright, let's see who wins. The goody little two shoes or the demonic anti-heroes. Let's find out. Goody two shoes are making a strong case to bring out the broom. We got the bird kick combos. By the way, in case you didn't know, bird kick this game is Tatsu, and fireball is motion. Up kicks are down, down, and a button, kind of like they are with Akatsuki Blitz Comp. So yeah, Chun Li is basically a Shoto in this game. We talk about the rules of a Shoto. Chun Li most definitely qualifies as a Shoto, just based on how her toolkit works. Her up kicks are a DP, her fireball is a fireball, and her bird kick's a Tatsu. For offline Marvel Infinite, I am not sure where we stand. We see someone in the chat asking about that. I imagine that Donkon or Jacob will have some kind of big incentive. There's definitely some big incentive for Marvel 3 right now, though. And Marvel 2 is building momentum, at least online, to have some kind of remake. And I will give you a bracket, Raisin Brand, as soon as the set is done. So if I click out and give you a bracket, it will minimize the spectator mode you're seeing right now. Fireball mix? Ghost Rider thankfully got out. But at the same time, I was wondering if maybe Skyla did that to maybe potentially catch Dante if he stood up and the storm was immediately popped. Ghost Rider waited until he landed, seeing he was out harm's way, and then went for the pop. Oh no. Not on my watch, says Chun Li. Not on my watch. You are under arrest. What are you doing bringing firearms to this fight? Where is your license? Chun Li's getting hit. And this might be the end of Chun. No, it's not, because you have Soul. However much this might hurt, it will most likely not kill Spider. Yeah, I figured. No way. And, alright, so apparently Summer Soldier's going to make stuff happen. I was going to ask, 'cause I want to go to Arizona, watch some Suns games. I know Undefeated was there in Arizona for a bit, running big Infinite tournaments. If that happens again, I'll definitely be there. I can spend one part watching the Suns game, next part playing some Infinite. Level 3! Norman Osborn intervening. No way home for you, Dante. And it's tight. Ghost Rider needs one straight hit. He could probably take this, even with the 2-on-1 disadvantage. Like, this is low right now. One hit should do it. Either way, got an air throw and got the follow-up. Even with that scaling, it's not going to save you. Skyla completes a sweep 3-0. The goody two shoes, sending the demonic anti-heroes to jail. Let's get winners finals up and ready.
Out limits.
I'd rather not fight such value.
Ready.
Alrighty, winners finals time, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1, Picasso versus Rodent Rob. Rodent Rob is off to a stellar start. I've been really impressed with Picasso. I've seen him make waves as well on Twitter. He had a really good, I believe, first to 10 with someone on one of the Battle Realms, either Don Khan's event or Jacob Man's event, one or the other. Either way, he has made great strides, great team here at Mahvelous Meetings once again. I am proud to have a player of Picasso's repute on Mahvelous Meetings. That being said, Rodent Rob has been killing it lately. So let's see what Rodent Rob has to say during this winners finals. Smacking down with down heavy punch. There's some thrones there, and just coming in. Not even wave dashing, just straight up pressing forward, right in Ghost Rider's grill. Sadly, it was all for naught. X is in big trouble, he's getting KO'd. That big fiery tornado covers so much range. My good. Oh, it's still going on. Okay. Finally, Ultron's out. Be careful you don't corner yourself and wind in a bad spot when that space storm comes in. if it comes in. I mean, look at the mirror being built right now by Captain America and Ghost Rider. Oh, he fell down. He still got the time. He was so high there, wasn't sure he could get the hit in time, but he did. And that might be, yeah, just short. And Ghost Rider was caught swinging, but the very tip of the Stars and Stripes takes first blood for Rodent Rob. Good stuff, my friend.
For people, for justice, I will fight. Red fight.
Alrighty, so I will assume this was game 1. I guess if they stand up, we'll see what happens. Alrighty, we're back. So, for those who are wondering, because I'm going to be cutting this, I didn't hit the spectrum mode fast enough as I was checking some stuff going on my phone. As you guys know, I'm a lifelong health professional, sometimes I'm on duty. So I missed clicking the spectator mode as I was kind of multitasking. So hopefully I didn't miss too much. This is Winners Finals, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Ghost Rider, Captain America on Rodent Rob's end, and Ultron X on Picasso's end. As I've stated before, X is someone I would very much love to see win Mahvelous meetings this week, but Rodent Rob is someone who came really close to winning on his own end with his Captain America Ghost Rider team the last time he did one of these things. So it's going to be a climb up because X is in big trouble. There is enough for a story. Is he going for it already? My assumption is he feels confident enough this life lead that it won't dwindle should Ultron survive this particular flurry. And this is smart because, yeah, even as that storm faded, that gave Cap what he needed to finish the job. It's still going. He can't get out of this. It's done. Rodent Rob has X down to a sliver, and that sliver vanished with the quickness.
For people, for justice, I will fight.
Let's see what it says. Please say 1-0, not 2-0. Oh no. I'll have to ask Rob to replay this. By the way, guys, in case you didn't know, there is some good news. There is instant replay, and I will mark this so that when I cut this, you wouldn't realize it. Yeah, so if this is game 3, you will see game 1 earlier in this set. That's the wonders of being able to cut a VOD and then upload it once you're done. For now, though, Picasso seems to be making things happen in a particularly devastating way to prevent getting swept 3-0. I mean, wouldn't that be something to see your replay of the game where it all fell apart for you, game 1, played back to you as you just suffered a 3-0 sweep? Rodent Rob has such fantastic movement, though, I'm not gonna lie. Someone said in the chat, Rodent Rob's movement is fantastic. Let me tell you why, assuming that Picasso just proved me wrong. What Rodent Rob does is he mines exactly where his opponent is going, especially as their life dwindles and they have meter for a counter switch. Rodent Rob's team wants to ensure that Picasso, or whoever his opponent might be, cannot counter switch out easily. Even if it doesn't quite kill or a storm is running low, he wants to keep that lockout ability as long as possible. Thanks to having Ghost Rider Cap, a team with a lot of great bust outs and long-reaching moves that can cover a lot of different spots, he's ensuring that he gets most of every situation, and his opponent can do nothing but just take it. As someone else saying in the chat, that super of Ghost Rider hits very high, and that's armored. That's not invincible, so that's going to hurt, and he can't do anything about it. It's going to KO him. Oh, he avoided it! It's not a big difference, though. You can't deal with it. Yeah, I thought he had it there, just going to sit there and take it, but I guess he would have gotten chipped by Destruction Ray otherwise. but still a waste of bar. He does, however, have Soulstorm, which is good. It's going to be up to... Alright, so good news is... Alright, X might be down, Ultron's back in. He had to counter switch out there. He didn't want to lose both characters. He might, though. Oh, he just dove right into it! That is unfortunate. Gets a big swat down and good throw break. And, alright. The good news for Picasso, this lifeline is not insurmountable. Okay, he got the throw combo too. That's actually going to hurt a lot. And now he's going for it. He's trying to keep his space so he gets blocked into the box of Ghost Rider. And there's that low overhead. I think... Alright, Picasso got this. Good stuff, Picasso. The broom has been put back in the closet. Picasso now only down 2-1.
Excellent.
As long as there's hope, we can change the future. For a temporary alliance, this isn't bad.
Ready.
That was very clutch. Good block. That's an overhead, by the way. It doesn't look like it because it's kind of coming up from under your legs, but yeah, that's an overhead. That's a typical jump-in for Ghost Rider. And thanks to the KOF hopping, it's a particularly devastating one. Jacob Man opens up all kinds of opponents using that short hop jump heavy punch from Ghost Rider. These Ultron combos are sick, though. However, a big DP managed to bring Cap out. Here comes Ghost Rider himself. Going to try again. You see he's going for that jump heavy punch. That's what I talked about. That's a great move to go for, and he can active switch confirm off it super easily. It's a lot of stun. It is a jump heavy. Picasso in trouble right now. He gets the knockdown and gets the Oki. I figured something was coming, but X was kind of on the ground there. That's a happy birthday. X is down. Oh no, he got away. He got the smackdown. Forgot the stun's difference. So depending on what kind of stun you got the happy birthday with, you have to be careful what you end with, or your happy birthday will end prematurely. And Ghost Rider, I don't think so. He has to bring Cap in. Now he can get it. X is in big trouble. He's not going to get out. This should be the end. It looks like maybe not. Oh, okay. Gold reflected. Oh, didn't get the fall he wanted. Probably buffered something different. Maybe he wanted Stars and Stripes instead of meter for it. He might have wanted the Show You Repa version because he was really close on hitting one bar. He probably just fell just short. That's a nice little follow-up. Okay. That was unique. Coming down at just the right angle to get that follow-up blast. And that's helping turn the tide. Yeah, he had to. He would have gotten hit by something for sure. Firestorm coming. Be careful when you get too close. There will be a Firestorm. Oh, no, get the bike. He got the bike and Rob moves forward 3-1.
You have challenged my Hellspawn power and lost.
Towards the end.
Team will be left standing.
Introducing.
Ready. Fight.
I love. So something that's weird about Dante is when he stands perfectly still, he really stands perfectly still in Infinite. I think they forgot to animate or port over his neutral stance animation. He just stands there completely frozen. So you saw that standoff where no one moved forward or backward. It really drove that home. Luckily, Spider-Man was there to say, nothing for you. I'm going to dash up and just smack you right in the face with that stand heavy kick. And it paid off dividends for Skyla EO, who has already put Dante down on the mat. Ooh, that's a nice little sandwich right there. And it didn't get the initial hit, but got the one afterwards. Dormammu thought he had appropriately eaten it, but nope, choked on it as it was going down. Skyla really wants Dormammu to get ready to block. That's going to take him out. That's a perfect. That's a perfect. Skyla EO making his Marina brethren proud right now.
There's more to fighting than brute strength.
I see Joe Command in the chat. Joe Command, I hope you enjoyed your workout. As I stated earlier, as soon as this is done, I'm going to... I said earlier that Zero and Dante, particularly Zero, yeah, people were asking why hasn't everyone gone with Zero Winter Soldier? Has the meta shifted? And I said, well, people play who they want, and Marvel Infinite's a pretty deep game when it comes to character roster. I know you guys expected just the same top 5 characters each time, but Infinite's a game where if you structure your team properly, not even just top tier craziness, but just dynamics and chemistry, you can hang with pretty much anybody, no matter where in the tier list they might be. I see Jacob Man in the chat. It's only a matter of time before Ryu cracks the tournament, I'm sure, between Jacob Man and Spider-Man. And for a long time, Ryu was looked at as a farce. Perhaps the next time Jacob Man shows up Marvelous Beatings and this time commits to it, we might see Ryu win a Marvelous Beatings. That would be stellar, and again, prove what I'm trying to say, this game is 40-something characters deep. I think the roster is 44 characters big. I would say out of those 44 characters, 41 could win a tournament at any given time. Arthur's got some problems, Chris got some problems, Black Panther has some problems, and as you get past those 3, I'd say, you're getting to ones who could take a tournament at any given time. Ryu included them in the bottom 4, I'd say. It all depends on your stone selection as well. You see both EO and Bagarna using the soul. I mean, this gives both of them a chance not only to get a second gas in case someone gets KO'd, but both Spider-Man, Chun Li, both that team and Zero Dante can capitalize off each other's moves in the soul situation. How do you do that, might you ask? Well, there's a number of ways you can do it. But in Marvel's Capcom Infinite, if you hold down the stone button, you could keep your partner from doing something earlier than you would like. So by holding down the stone button, that can paralyze your partner, which can really make follow-ups for the team combos much easier. Right now it's just constant swinging, so not much going on right now. But some characters can manually have their characters take turns, or their partners take turns, when they have that Storming effect. Get something? Yes, you got. Oh no, you didn't, because that glass was in the way. It interrupted level 3 before it got in the cutscene. That's that extra layer of meta right there, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly, he does it on his own. Probably gonna block it. Yeah, I think. Oh, he missed the punish. You can't miss that punish. Don't give Spider-Man a chance to mix you up. Ah, good. Wake up DP. I'll see that every day from Spider-Man. Oh, he didn't finish the job though. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough. He's gonna get hit by it. Oh, he didn't. I thought maybe it was gonna get hit on the way down to that tornado. It faded at the very last moment, and it didn't make a difference in the end. Bagarna hangs on and ties it at 1.
Jackpot! I win again.
warrior.
Oh, costume change.
Ready.
I gotcha.
Fight.
So, Spider-Man has ditched the superior costume. He's just going back to classic Spider-Man and Chun-Li wearing the baby blues. But we'll see if a wardrobe change is enough to take back the lead, because Bagarna is coming out swinging. And he got the stand heavy kick off a follow-up from a knockdown. Missed the cancel though. Okay, so neutral has been reset. Here comes Spider-Man swinging in, and yeah, it didn't look like much at first, but the fact that you got one blast, and with how far you traveled, he still landed on the way down, that's actually pretty high. I mean, that might be better than you expected to happen. What a perfect corner character. You get chipped out. But not quite, not quite. I thought maybe he didn't. Yeah. Make it hurt. Oh, no, good job. Good job tagging out. Spider-Man gets away just narrowly. But my goodness, this is not a particularly good start for Skylar right now. Up, raw launcher! And Spider-Man's down. Not for much longer. There's a storm coming. No, not quite, because if you're... Yeah, there you go. There's that sandwich. So by doing that, you keep Spider-Man from getting you in that sandwich like happened right there. Spider-Man couldn't follow it though. I think a smackdown that Chun-Li wanted. Chun-Li busts out with a level. My goodness, that hurts so much. You got it. That definitely got it.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
And as a reminder, you cannot counter switch when the super is in effect. You see how the blue, like, swirly effect for the super background happens, like in other Marvel games? As long as that screen is up, you cannot counter switch, so you guys gotta sit there and take it. So, good stuff to Bagarna, blocking out EO. I don't think he got anything. Missed the punish again. Web zip and gets an air throw. Zipping again, gets the low attack, and that's gonna finish off Zero for sure. But not for very long. Oh, Gold Reflect! Didn't even need a storm. Gold Reflecting and catching Spider-Man in his own web. And he's got some mud in his face after that. Watch yourself. Misses the raw launch. Gets another zip. Watch out for those raw launch for catching. Yeah, he's just going to nullify completely. Alright. And a Soul Storm later, Bagarna is now on set point.
Jackpot! I win again.
Ready.
Okie dokie.
Fight.
Let's see here. The dive. Large tornado and maybe... Yeah, I figured not. So it only hits the point character. Because it hit Dante, who was on his way out, it wasn't going to work. Because that counts a cutscene soon. And there is that same side combo. You saw Zero kind of look up, about to fall to the other side, but no. Chun Li just pulls him right back in. How much damage that did? That hurt. Whatever it started off of, I couldn't imagine Bagarna thinking that was going to be the end result of it. The good news is health recharges pretty fast in Marvel Infinite. So Zero's already back at a little bit under half health. Skyla EO is fighting for his life because he is. It's loser semi, so one more game, and Bagarna moves forward to losers finals, and Skyla's gets to go home. I would very much enjoy a Spider-Man Chun-Li winning if X can't pull it off. But all this, oh, okay, lots of chaos going on the screen right now. You saw Zero kind of seeing from behind, but Spider was leery to it, and that's smart. That nullifies at least the side on. Okay, so the reason he did that was so Chun-Li could get away easier. I don't think he expected that level 3 to hit them. That was more a case to kind of give Chun-Li a breath. And I would not bring back Chun-Li until you are sure that you wouldn't just get chipped out the moment you do. And chip out. Oh no, Chun-Li is still there. Okay, I was thinking Chun-Li was going to hit, by the tip of that tornado, but she was just outside of range. That was really ambiguous. I thought that was a Chun Li. Not because she swung, but because I thought she was close enough, but she was not. Oh no, good evasion from Dante. That was crazy. That triangle dash, my goodness. Ooh, that's high. It's not going to hit. You're flying up in the stratosphere, it's not going to make a difference. And Spider-Man is going to likely fall here. Oh no, he's not finishing his food, fortunately. He just needs one hit, though, and then pop a level 3, whoever it is. Ah, no dice. Did nothing. Maybe he didn't expect the piece card not to hit all the way, and then just hesitated. That could be disastrous, and he caught the webs. He didn't get the follow-up, though. I was thinking it was long enough to actually get something. Good job blocking the cross-under. Skyla EO is alive with the sound of music right now. Look at this. I am alive with the sound of music. Come hear my beat. This is going to stink. Tried rolling away. Good job with the air throw. Gives you a chance to catch your breath and pop a storm. Not! You had enough for a storm. You could have had some kind of saving grace, but alas. Skyla EO fighting back is now tied at 2.
Spider-Man.
Ready. Fight.
Got the web, and ooh, that's a long stun. Got the good web right there. And that is going to give Skyla EO a lot of momentum. Oh, which way you blocking? Skedaddle, Skadoodle, I control neutral, and now you are stuck in the corner, says Dante. Oh, misses the ice spike, though. And that big Kosho is going to keep Dante from going in as crazy as he might like. Good evasion. Spider-Man just swung in, just willy-nilly, and going for the webs. Doesn't get anything there. Trying to get... Oh, no, that was smart. I like the idea of using the web throw to catch that range, but unfortunately, it didn't really have much projectile. Yeah, the projectiles have a certain amount prior to them. The web throw does not really have much. You have to catch some swing with something that wouldn't normally be bothered by that. And got the swing. This time I got the web ball, but didn't really get much of a follow-up, and that could prove disastrous. The good news is both EO and Bagarna have Soul Storm, so they have a second breath. I was really surprised that Bagarna in the last game did not use that second breath, and that's why it's down to a 2-2 situation. Next game takes it. Winner go home for both these guys. It will be EO who... Okay, so yeah, that situation I understand because you want to lock out Chun Li from popping her Soul Storm to keep Spider-Man down for the count. But if Chun Li manages to survive this particular flurry, then it's going to be a problem. Spider-Man is back and he has a chunk of health. Evading. Oh no, got Sam. Okay, there you go. Spider-Man came to save the day. I was wondering if maybe they both got caught and then that would probably be the end of this particular set. But alas, Chun Li following up and there's a counter switch. So yeah, because the super is not running, it was a storm. That means counter time. Good job, get that level 3 in there. Dante's alive for how much longer? Chip out? Chip out. Good. Dante could not get away. This is it. He's going to pop a storm now. But the thing is, though, even though he pops... Oh, didn't have a chance to pop a storm. Look at that frozen place. He missed the follow-up. No, that was the chance. Level 3. Spider-Man gets out of the way. This is guard. Pretty much back to neutral now. Trying to get that gold reflect. He got it. Yeah, he got it. Good whip punish. That was a good whip punish, and that's raw. Zero is down. He's not getting back up. Skyla might have this. EO might get this. The Marinas are proud. Marina proud. Poseidon proud. Ruling the sea, making his way to land. Skyla EO moves forward to losers finals, 3-2. Good stuff, Bagarna. Better luck next time. Whew, that was crazy.
If there was some way to avoid this fight.
Ready.
Okie dokie. Picasso on the left and EO on the right. I will switch the names after this game, because once again, if I click out of this window, it will go into like a weird spectator screen which will block the actual game. So let's get started. EO is off to a stellar start right now. X is in big trouble. So yeah, I'm torn. I would love to see Chun Li and Spider-Man win too, but my boy X is on here. I said earlier in this tournament, X winning an event like this would indeed be a kind of a proof of concept to those who hated on X and didn't believe in him. For him to win an event like this, with all the stuff going on and the top tier nonsense going on earlier in this tournament, that would be something. I don't know if Spider-Man was expecting that to happen. Alright, Picasso's turned this around. I said there was a good start with EO, but things can change very quick here at Mahvelous meetings. Momentum going back and forth. And here comes X. Good job saving that bar, but you got caught from behind. That's going to hurt. And he's cashing out. I
My spidey senses are on fire.
don't think so.
No one to take that hit, Norman.
Yeah, I figured.
He's gone.
He's a breath. Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. That's smart. That's a good way to do it. Okay, at least bring in Ultron. Ultron finishes food though. Still not finishing his food. Like he's gonna take it, and now he's still getting hit. He got paralyzed in place. Oh my God, the disrespect! My goodness. Mind your manners, EO. To be fair though, Skyla EO was a villain in Saint Seiya, so it would make sense he's being a bit of a heel right now. And get a solid hit in. How unfortunate. Watch yourself. Oh, I wasn't sure who was going where, but Ultron comes in, swooping in, and it won't be down for long. If Chun Li does get low on health, all she'll need to do is, okay, bring out Spider-Man. Spy go down, won't be much longer. Yeah, popping it right now. Chip out. Yeah, Spider-Man's down quick. I was thinking he was going to wait a bit longer. That way, Chun Li would have had some more cushion for her Soul Storm, because she's been hit enough times where Spider wouldn't come down with no health. Spider will finish this. Or not. Yo, counter switch, save the day, where Spider-Man got in. Sadly, X is down for real this time. Good news is, wait, no, Spider was already down. Woo, things are going too crazy right now. I know the names are backwards. I'm well aware of this. I see some in the chat mention that. I mentioned at the start of this game, I would switch it after this. Anyway. Oh, too low on the ground, but swooping away just the storm ended. This is tense right now. Got it. What are you doing chasing up kicks? You know better. Skyla EO takes first blood, is up 1-0.
There's more to fighting than brute strength.
Ready.
Okie dokie.
Fight.
So, I really appreciate the zoning going on with both these characters. Spider-Man might have a lot of rushdown craziness, but don't count out his zoning game. Both Web Throw and Web Ball are beams to be respected. Well, balls and beams. That's a ball, and that ball that needs to be respected. You see how long it paralyzes Ultron in place. So the reason why that one lasts so long is because it starts the combo, and with the way that deterioration works in Marvel Infinite, as long as the damage wasn't piled on beforehand, that is going to make this really last a long time. And I see someone in the chat, yes, this is definitely a Picasso as Zeph right now. Not just any Picasso, he is really Picasso. He is just the epitome of Picasso, and he is making a masterpiece. Bye, Spider-Man, but you won't be down much longer. It's time for a soul... Oh, maybe not. How much can you do with one box? Not enough to get that level 3. Here comes the soul. Yes, Spider-Man's back. But happy birthday! He's not even back much longer. He's going to keep that going. He does not want any chances and gets to pick me up to bring in the active switch. Big trouble right now, but there's a lot of storm left. You might get hit by level 3. You do, but it didn't save Spider-Man. Still, X's turn to get hit. I was unsure who was on point there. Chun Li is doing this all on her own. Chun Li is going full WWE babyface right now, just beating all the odds. All the odds are being beaten. Goody Two-Shoes saving the day. There's a blast, and sadly it was not enough. This isn't the Fed. This is Mahvelous meetings. And Picasso is tied it at 1.
Change the future.
Ready. Fight.
Okay, so we're going back to the game of projectiles. Good air throw. And bust up, nobody home, but watch yourself, you know better. That was a trap, and the trap worked out perfectly. Chun Li was just waiting in the corner. All right, the back is turned, let's go for it, let's start the sting. And now she is coming in to get her warrants. Chun Li is not impressed. Whatever skullduggery you have trying to sneak up on Spider-Man. It would work if he has spider sense. I'm actually kind of surprised through all of Spider-Man's particular iterations, he doesn't have a parry based off his spider sense. Why would Picasso be in it? Picasso is an artist and he's right now painting his masterpiece. And he might win the blue ribbon for this masterpiece should he manage to return to Grand Finals to face off against Road Rob. However, Skyla EO is coming on all cylinders right now. Look at this, coming in hot. Gold reflect. Yeah, you don't want to be caught in your own webs. It happened before, and it was pretty disastrous for Spider-Man. Coming in hot on all cylinders. Vroom, vroom. And the sirens are blaring right now in Chun Li's police car. Because she might have a suspect to bring in. Ultron's in big trouble, and Chun Li is determined to bring him to justice. Let's see what she can do. Oh, this time it is X catching Chun Li unawares. But there is Spider-Man there to save the day. Hey, that a cross-under attempt? Sadly didn't work, because here comes Ultron making this happen once again. Yeah, that's gonna do it. That's a lot. No, it's not. It scaled weird. Nope, that time it did. I was wondering. That's the scaling I thought was gonna fall out, but he had so much bar to just keep blasting, and eventually, Chun Li just got pummeled in the submission with all those beams. Skyla is on set point.
Excellent.
And could be approaching his first Mahvelous Meetings Grand Finals.
We can change the future.
Ready.
Okie dokie. Wait, did I get it wrong? It says 2. I think I got the sides wrong. I'll fix it later. I got so excited that I had Skyla 1 game away. No, it's Picasso 1 game away. That's weird. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll see what happens after this. I do love these Ultron combos, though. Nice, good stuff, and... Did I say Scott Picasso? I could have sworn I said... Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's getting towards the end. My brain's just fried all of a sudden. I apologize. Anyone watching, hold me accountable for not calling the right winner. Because the game says Picasso won. I must have meant Picasso is 1 game away from heading back to face Roadrock for the run back. I love the extra animations where those drones just blow up and linger there for a bit.
Hero never gives up.
Okay, this actually might do the trick.
My spidey senses are on fire. What the Great Goblin? No one to take a hit, Norman. He's gone. Chun Li,
Ooh, just raw sweep. And that's gonna really suck. He has me here to finish this. It's still going. This combo, what? Oh, there you go. He finally fell out. I was worried for a second. This is not looking good for Picasso right now. Throwing out a little... Okay, I guess a bust out in case X tried dashing in and then go for the Space Storm. And that should do the trick. Picasso...
Good.
There's more to fighting than
Was that a
brute
win?
strength.
Was it 3-1? Yeah, that's what I thought. Picasso won. Sorry, my brain, I had a brain fart. I apologize. What? Tied it to, what is this game telling me? It said, alright, set point, ladies and gentlemen, who's gonna do this? EO or Picasso? This game is messing with my head. Because it said 2 wins in a row, and I was like, wait, didn't Skyla win that? Maybe I'm just imagining things. This game is mixing me up. It's not just what you see on the screen with the overhead and the high-lows and the left-right mix. It's the win columns mixing you up too. Even the commentators and streamers are not safe from the mix-up that Marvel's Capcom Infinite offers. That's the next level mix. That's like the real Yomi. Where not even the commentators who just watched a KO are sure of who's in the lead. Despite what they just watched, the game says something different. That being said, Picasso wants to erase any doubt who should be going to Grand Finals. And yeah, I'm trying to get my bots back on me. That mix, that blew me up. I'm not gonna lie. The good news for Picasso is that the outcome is becoming increasingly more certain. What is this? Yo, what is this? Clip this. Someone clip this. What was that? I hope someone clipped that. If not, I hope someone does it when I upload this later. Or give it to Arturo to upload, should he wish to have it. But my goodness. What was that? I had never seen a partner combo like that, but it looked great. That's smart. Again, that level 3 only works on the point character. By popping that storm, you nullify any worries you had of doing anything. So, yeah, this is rough. Right now, you know, it's appropriate that Picasso is wearing pink because just call him Andromeda Shun. He is just making a fool out of Skyla EO, just like the Pink Sage / Pink Ranger before him. Picasso, with Andromeda Shun cheering him on from somewhere in the beyond, moves forward 3-2, and it's time for Grand Finals. This on the Latin American community, particularly on the Xbox One Windows 10 side. What a Grand Finals. X and Ultron versus Captain America and Ghost Rider. Alrighty, let's see what happens. As I've stated, I would love to see X win this thing, but I wouldn't be averse to seeing Cap win as well. I've always enjoyed Captain America in all of his Marvel iterations, so I am happy that he is such a factor here in Marvel Infinite. I really think the KOF hop stuff that this game has that Marvel 3 didn't really have as prominent really helps Captain America, particularly with his heavy attacks. That big squat he has as a low jump, like the KOF style jump, that is really scary. I usually see Captain America with Power Stone, but I like the idea of him using Soul Stone, not just as a second breath, but having the Frisbee and that long knockdown gives him and his partner time to set up the team combos easier than maybe it would otherwise. Picasso has a long way to go. The good news is X is completely spotless. So now it is Rodent Rob who has to kind of cut the deficit a bit. The thing is, even if he loses a character, he has a Soul Storm, but both characters so low on health, it might not make much of a difference. That's why he's preserving. That's why he's popping right now. Forget the insurance policy. Just make it happen now. Who's getting hit? Looks like it was Ghost Rider getting hit, and he got the big swat. No! No follow-up, though. I thought that was the chance. Ghost Rider's down for the count, and X pursues nobody home. Down to Magic Pixel. It's gonna be rough. Yeah, he knew. He knew. Catamera's going upwards, so he said, let me get all the weapons out and make it happen. Picasso's on the board. It is now 1-0 Picasso. I'm sure it does not need to be said at this point, but I'll say it anyway. Picasso has to hit 3 before Rodent Rob if he wants to reset this bracket.
Ready. Fight.
See, that's the weird thing about that whip counter up there. As you can tell, it doesn't necessarily change much the way you'd think. Because it said Picasso won when he did last time. That time Picasso did win. So it's saying exactly what it should be saying. But yeah, that was awkward last time where it had Picasso lined up for when he didn't get, and that blew me up big time. For now, though, things seem to be real and honest here in these fighting game circles. Picasso is indeed up 1-0, so that is not a glitch you are seeing. So how is... Alright, that's good. Someone said earlier, Rodent Rob does have really strong movements. Even though Cap is locked in the box, thanks to having that big fire tornado back him up, that burned a lot of time. Sadly, it's still going to suck for him because now he's stuck in the corner. Drone to kind of mix him up, and a big DP says, get that on my face. There's that fiery tornado again, paralyzing Ultron with fear that an inorganic like him should not feel. But Ghost Rider has a way of making all living things tremble. Ah, not a blast. What a blast right there. Good. This is good. So, Ultron doesn't sit on this. This is fully armored. You have to watch X get run over, and you do nothing about it. Ultron could have fired something off at him, but it likely would have just made it worse for him. He had no meter to really bring the pain to that bicycle. Ooh, that's a low hit. I mean, you thought he was up in the air. No, he's down on the ground. Suddenly he's in your head. And he got it again with the low. Cap is stuck there for a little while longer. Keep blocking. He got swiped again. The good news is it will not kill. He has enough for a storm, ideally. Well, actually, maybe. And he has installed. Oh, he missed the follow-up. Ghost Rider's back up. I was thinking maybe Megman was going to go for the install and then the double blast. he caught him. He burned a lot of bar. No, that was a follow-up. I didn't think he'd still be in range. Oh, he missed the surge. He wants some life back, but he missed the ender. That stinks. Good news, X is down for real this time. But no, okay, he's got room for a mix. He might get it. He actually might get this. Keep blocking, keep blocking. He survived, okay. It's not over yet. Well, now it is. Picasso is one game away from resetting the bracket. Road and Rob is in trouble.
I am the summit of perfection in this universe.
Teleport complete, Alia. Ending transmission.
Ready.
Ghost Rider.
Fight.
It's not looking good for Rodent. He needs momentum back. And while he did have the winner's side on his side, that might change momentarily. Picasso is on fire. And sadly, not the kind of fire he wishes. He would like to be on fire because Ghost Rider set him on fire, but no, this guy has got the NBA Jam hacks on. Blasted. Ooh, I was unsure there. Look at that fireball just completely go past that big bust out. There's another bust out. Charging star, and this might be the break that Road and Rob was looking for. Because gonna have a hard time if the X goes down this early. I'm actually really surprised that didn't build more bar for the Space Storm. But no worries. Caught him. Yeah, X is in a bad spot right now. And you see, yeah, he wanted to get enough. He's not gonna have enough for a Soul Storm, but he just wants something. This is a dominating life lead for Road and Rob. And while those can disappear quickly in Marvel Infinite, they do pile up, considering that Picasso doesn't have a Soul Storm of his own. So you need to hit Road and Rob in so many ways. And I don't think he's going to. Oh, maybe. I was expecting he was going to go for the Fire Tornado and chip him out or something. Or catch him from behind, but it did not work out that way. Road and Rob has staved off the bracket reset for a little bit at least. Now only down 2-1.
Justice. I will fight.
Ready. Fight.
Ghost Rider.
Sorry, someone sent me a message. It's Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. The work week starts tomorrow, so let's get our Mahvelous in today. And to those on YouTube who check this out later, thank you again for your views, whichever day you choose to watch it. I hope it brightens your week no matter how late or early in the week it is. We've been at this for quite some time, and I appreciate NYCFurby, aka Arturo, for giving Mahvelous a new home. And it's done a great job, and with offline events coming back in a big way, and all these vaccination policies to ensure we're safe in doing so, it's going to be great to see some of these faces in person. I was at a fairly decent-sized local in Virginia Beach yesterday. I saw people I haven't seen since before the world ended, and I let them know it's good to see you made it out okay. Not everyone did. So everyone, I hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are getting your shots or staying masked or all of the above, so we can press buttons in peace offline with the only fear of wondering if we'll be going 0-2 in bracket, which is a fate I do not wish upon anybody. This is Mahvelous Means Grand Finals, and let us see if Road and Rob can hang on to this lead and winner's side before Picasso takes it away, resets the bracket. That's going to be a good start for that. And this is where saving your infinity meter comes into effect in a big way. Because if someone gets KO'd here, and they will, now you can lock them out. No, got a hard knockdown. So it's possible, as soon as she gets up, you're going to pop it. There you go. Do not let Captain America back in this match. Rodent Rob in big trouble. He's blocking really well. But Ghost Rider is so low on health. One mix, that's going to do it. The bracket has been reset. Picasso trying to put the finishing touches on his masterpiece. Are we going to see X win Mahvelous meetings?
We can change the future.
Press X in the chat if you believe.
I'd rather not fight such valiant heroes.
Ready. Fight.
Alrighty, here we go. Rodent Rob is really trying to find some momentum. Because once again, Picasso, he's in Fuego. He dropped 3 in a row with one character. No, he's been doing alley-oops. He's got both characters in Fuego. We got the blue flames. Picasso is on fire. It is up to Rodent Rob to douse those flames. It's going to be quite the task. Picasso has been hitting on all cylinders, coming in hot. Ooh, good DP. Start. Oh no! That's disastrous. What a birthday gift. Getting a happy birthday on grounded opponents with a flight character coming in? With unique kinds of SmackDown stun so they don't fall out so quick? Yeah, that's quite the endeavor. Ghost Rider is down. He's going to get back up momentarily, but my goodness, what a resource to use. And now Cap is being swatted away. Okay, Ghost Rider's all the way back there. I'm sure Picasso wants to stay over there. Ghost Rider might be a flaming skull, but his impression isn't get over here, it's stay over there. But just narrowly got away, and there is that big dive kick. That, again, that KOF hop allows you to get some really low angle air dash type stuff. It's appropriate we are representing the Latin American community day at Mahvelous meetings because, my goodness, these KOF short hops are providing that proof of concept talked about earlier. Characters like X and Captain America and Ghost Rider and Ultron, they really benefit from those KOF short hops in Marvel Infinite.
Ready. Ghost Rider. Fight.
Okie dokie. Picasso needs to win 2 more to come back from the loser's bracket and finish this job. Finally, Rodent Rob is trying to take that dominating lead I was talking about. That's a lot of hits that X just took on the chin. But he got that DP, he got the upblast, and here comes Ultron. Mega Man is out, you see that yellow health recharging in a hurry. Just don't get complacent. Good throw. I don't know what Ghost was looking for there, but obviously Ultron was making sure that whatever hesitance you had, you're paying for it. And that is another birthday gift. Even though Ultron and X were manufactured rather than truly born, they will take those gifts all the same. Just like Beerus said in Fighter Z, as long as you're asking. Big blast. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, get away. Don't challenge it. Just get away. Oh, got the frisbee this time. I didn't think X would get hit by that, being how much he evaded the other stuff. But to be fair, typically, Rock goes for the heavy version of the frisbee. He probably wasn't thinking about the low angle one. But will his hesitance cost him? This sucks for Ultron. Oh, he got out! He flowed out this time. He knew that Ghost Rider was going to try axe switching in, lock him in the box where he can't bother anybody. Yeah, he doesn't have meter. I would just say, if he had more, you could just blast, destruction ray, and nuke Ghost Rider's health in a hurry. We didn't have the meter for that. Had to settle for that instead. Uh-oh, watch your feet, Captain America. X is out here breaking ankles. He is a point guard after all. Ultron, more of a small forward type. No, they both got caught. That's bad. That's real bad, because he might just pop a storm and say level 3 time, make it hurt as much as possible. The good news is, he doesn't need it. Oh no! That's really bad news for Picasso. He might have lost both his characters. And because he's stuck in the situation, he can't pop the cube of shame. Rob back on the board, now tied at 1.
For people, for justice, I will fight. Ready. Fight.
Alrighty. I've said this a lot. Again, it's Sunday, and I'm already getting ready for the work week. As soon as I'm done here, I'm heading to the gym so I can head out of the way. But yeah, Mahvelous meetings, we are tied at 1. And it is time for Rob to say, I've let you have your fun, but I really want to win this. X is down, he's not getting back up. That has to be disheartening for Picasso. Ultron could do it all on his own, but it's unlikely. I think Road and Rob might have this. Yes, this might look impressive, but Cap does have a Soul Storm, so no matter how many hits he takes, he's got some time on his hands. Ultron doing some good defense, though. I am going to be hitting shoulders, biceps, triceps. I'll be doing squats. I'll be doing some chest, and then I'll probably use that exercise wheel, the core wheel. That's what I feel like. I forget the name of it, but it's that little single wheel that you hold on like a bicycle rack, and then you just like go on the ground and stretch your abs out. The ab wheel, I call it. Those things suck, but they do work really well. After that, I'll probably hit the hot tub and feel this blister on my toe. Let's keep going.
I won't fail.
Ah, good stuff. Got that low overhead. So I mentioned earlier, I don't think Ultron is going to do it, but he's going to do something. He's getting some happy birthday here. That's smart. That's smart. Not nearly far enough. Yeah, the ab wheel. Thank you. I'm thinking about Marvel. I'm thinking about exercise tools. That's right, because I went jogging on Friday. Felt great, 5 miles. And that is actually not quite as long of a journey as Ultron will have to complete in order to make this happen. But he is clearing the gap quite quick. Picasso is about to do a 2-on-1 comeback pretty much from scratch. Like, it was a perfect up until this happened. Why'd you jump into it? Oh, you let him get away! You can't let him get away! That was your shot! Just jump jab or something. Alright, there you go. You got him there. You're being obnoxious a bit, but not obnoxious enough! Picasso held on! Picasso held on! I doubted like an imbecile. And this is what I deserve for doubting the artist. He's 1 game away from doing this. Losing X at the start of the game, almost immediately, with both Cap and Ghost Rider at perfect, in the end it did make a difference. That is clutch. Picasso, I want you to fire the last shot. If I have you on my fantasy team for basketball, you are definitely the one I'm picking the game winner. My goodness, you got ice in your veins. You also have ice in your holster because you're playing X. Let's see if any of those ice sticks come into play. Mega Man X ice suits are pretty fun, not gonna lie. It is a fantastic set. I see someone in the chat, Jacob Man, saying it's a good set. I appreciate Jacob Man's opinion of that because Jacob Man knows good Marvel. And he will not mince words when he does not see good Marvel. So if he said it's good, it must be good. This is Mahvelous Meetings. Picasso is one game away from moving from loser's side, then resetting the bracket and taking this tournament. Road Rob got himself a birthday gift, and it is the gift just keeps on giving up until that missed completely. These are usually monthly. How you doing, Certified? It's good to see you. By the way, you're the fraud crew guy, right? I just didn't recognize that you see you under the Flint tag. Oh no, it's not spelled right. Sorry, sir, I thought it was someone else. But yeah, Certified, it's good to see you all the same. Welcome to Mahvelous Meetings. This set is absolutely bonkers. That's gonna hurt a lot. That's still going to hurt, by the way. You might be dead. Oh no, just short, now you're dead. But not for much longer. You saw he went back live as soon as he landed. And Captain America catching Ultron here, that's major. Because he caught him so early in the storm, he might have enough to... What a sandwich! And he got that birthday again! This is such a big deal. Someone could go down here. Oh, he fell out. I was unsure, but the stun ran out just the end, and that could prove a problem. No, don't have birthday. This is for sure going to take it out. It's tied. It's tied. Maybe not. I don't know. Is he gonna do it again? Not this time. Watch your feet. That down forward heavy punch.
You have challenged my
and Gordon Rob says, don't be counting those chickens yet. They haven't hatched. And I feel like having some scrambled eggs as a victory meal. Because, ladies and gentlemen, last game takes it. All the way down to the wire.
Ready. Fight.
One second. There we go. Yeah, that's what I talked about earlier, why I couldn't change tags before a game ended, because if I did, that happens. Alrighty, last game. Final round here at Mahvelous Meetings, October 2021. Man, every time I have one of these things lately, it's like always down to the wire. We've had so many throws. We had like 6 3-2 games in the last Mahvelous Meetings. There weren't as many here, but if there had to be one, I'm glad it's this one. Grand Finals. We are making this happen, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, Picasso has got a rhythm going on Ghost Rider, dancing all over him in the air, on the ground. Smacks Ghost Rider on the way out. And be careful, yeah, that big swat. You see those KOF hops? Not only is that a troublesome move by itself, but because Captain America can double jump, you have to really be careful how you are attacking him when he's going for those short hops. Got the big aerial rape, hard knockdown. Maybe he lost track of how much he was doing. Ah, big DP. So Ghost Rider's doing a good job baiting Ultron's movement. But X is in the house now. And now, yeah, not right on top. X was waiting for it, just playing the Shoto game of Fireball DP. Stop, there's that DP again. This time it's Captain America hitting him all the way up in the air. And, oh no! Where are you blocking? I was thinking, yeah, he got complacent there. It's really rare that you see someone just take that like that without some kind of front back fix. But there we go. Crazy is going on right now. It's backflip and that caught him. No, maybe not. Good job blocking that. I find it interesting that Picasso blocks the front back fix better than he does just taking both the front. Sometimes it's simple solutions, you know? Oh, man. It might be time to pop a storm. You're not going to. I think... Alright, now he's gonna pop a storm. Just get X out of there. Don't lose him. So this is smart. The thing is, if you're doing this, you are vulnerable to whatever Ultron feels like. If you're wasting time there, but... Oh, I'm surprised Ultron didn't go for, like, beam just to get free damage. This is a problem. He's not going to get really much of a mix there. I think Picasso might have left a lot of stuff on the table there. It's going to cost him dearly. X is in a bad spot, and Ultron... Yeah, Ultron's down. X to be down, I think. I think this is it. Rodent Rob is... hanging... Rodent Rob... Oh, no! Rodent Rob's got complacent there. The good news is it's not going to kill. Yeah, I was saying there should have been a box much sooner. At least in my opinion. I just think with the way things are going, if you had a pop box early, just do it at least to save a character, you know? Because this is a rough spot for X to be in. Yeah, he made a comeback earlier with Ultron, but I don't think X... No, you missed it! I'm about to say, I don't think X has that comeback effect like Ultron does. And this is rough. Time is running out, and Picasso needs something now. Like now. This is it. This is the final game. Alright, one's down. He's got the install, but it's not going to make a difference because now you have a Soul Storm. The best you can hope for is you happy birthday somebody, but you already see Ghost Rider in no... Oh, no! He's not going to do anything! He killed him! He got it! He held in there and made it happen! Now who's hesitating with the storm? Picasso pulls off an unthinkable clutch victory twice and wins Mahvelous Meetings October 2021. Crazy lunacy, ladies and gentlemen. But it is time to say farewell. I hope you enjoyed the show. My goodness, congratulations, Picasso. What a masterpiece. What a thriller.